That's it. People just like slot themselves in the.
And you can see also that he agrees with my thinking, and the reason why is that he's probably watching this AOC interview, saying probably relatively positive things about it. Now, in my opinion, if you listen to her talk in this interview, she looks like the most ditzy, dumb, retarded person that you could ever imagine. She makes Nick Shirley look like a fucking genius. So, and like just a moron. So
it's just so crazy how these guys are just like, and it's like such a fucking meme too, because it's like everything just feels so heavy-handed, like very on the nose if this was a movie, because it's like, oh, what would happen with, well, what would the evil villain movie be? Well, both of them would be talking about a guy who's only popular because he's on a platform that was paid for by the president's close friend, who's the richest man on the planet, who decided to spotlight Nick Shirley on X. He did, right? Also, just for an added twinge to show you guys that everybody's evil, ha ha ha, both of these guys are live streaming on the exact same platform, and just for an added sense, an added twist of irony, both of them are repped by the same talent agency. The, what is it, Night Media or whatever the fuck it is? And it's like, what do we do? And neither of them really respond to each other with a lot of substance because they don't want to get into conflict. Like, this is like red-brown as fuck.
So how do you possibly listen to this interview of her throwing together a word salad of buzzwords and, you know, like commie slop together, and then say that, you know, Nick Shirley is the one that has a verbal problem? And
like, he's right. But then on the flip side, how do you listen to fasci slop over and over again and then say that AOC sounds like an idiot? Like, how?
She's also a congresswoman. I mean, she should be expected to be better than a YouTuber, right? I mean, you would assume this?
Amps. And no matter how dumb you might be, no matter how brilliant someone is, most people will say, you're a fucking idiot, you suck, you're violent, whatever.
Yeah.
And no matter how dumb someone is, if they're in agreement with that person, they'll be like, no, he's great. He's
like, I feel like they're both describing themselves. No? Not to jerk myself off, but then like, people say I'm violent. I'm an idiot. You know, like, this is just crazy. This is just our, it's like a fucking simulacrum in a simulacrum.
He's awesome. He's based. He's doing God's work. He's doing honest work here. Nick Shirley's proof of that.
Yeah.
Right? Nick Shirley's proof of that because he is objectively medically stupid.
There's never been a single argument that's ever been presented by this at all, by the way. Like, there's no, the only argument that he presented is that it's the United States' fault that Cuba puts people in jail and doesn't have freedom of speech. That's right.
Nick Shirley.
And also, by the way, I am partially misrepresenting his argument. Like, his argument is that Cuba's economic status and just the everything.
Oh my god, Aspen Building has a more honest take on Hassan's position. That's the worst part. That because Hassan is in full propaganda mode intentionally. I think in a way we're kind of seeing the difference between like a tier 1 actor versus a tier 2 actor. Like, Aspen Gold is like a useful idiot. Like, Hassan is like the cock that is coming, and Aspen Gold is like the cock sleeve that has come through. Like, he doesn't realize that he's a useful idiot for conservatives. He's one being mind rotted on social media, and he plays into it a little bit, whereas Hassan's a bit more intentional. I think they're probably similarly intelligent, but Hassan was kind of like groomed more through life for the political operation he's involved in now. Whereas Aspen Gold is kind of like wound up here through internet, social media algorithms, like Joe Rogan. In Cuba, the reason why it's shitty is because of the United States. I think that if a country can't even manage civil rights correctly, what do you think the probability is that they can manage everything else correctly? It's pretty low.
Has his freedom of speech oppressed by his literacy capacity? Also, that child was wrong. He never says he's not stupid. He actually kind of recognizes how stupid he is, in my opinion. The next article Fox News is going to print about you is going to be on your able. How is it not embarrassing, then, that you're having your expertly crafted, college-educated narratives be completely dismantled by what you consider a retarded 23-year-old?
How could you possibly explain this stuff to the masses? Very, very, very easily. And the way you do it is through, I'm going to be more real on this, it's through debate. It really truly is. Because either of these two people, they have to sit down and be critically confronted about the things they believe, would fucking collapse. Neither of them could defend any part of the insanely retarded shit they say, which is why neither of them will engage anybody else. This is the way that politics works now. This is the way that it works, is you have to intentionally avoid all other critical challenges. Hassan is more sneaky about it. I stay away from bad fake actors. I know they're just going to be a waste of time. Aspen Gold, because he's a tier 2 actor, is more honest about it. He, I don't want to do anybody, fuck that, right? This is the intentional way of the world. So as a result of this, you get this very sterile back and forth environment with these two people, and you never have to address the other side. You know another thing, this is such an esoteric take. We're my old internet users. An argument that used to be used a long time ago was that debating on message boards was always the best versus like having a voice debate or debating or else the message board debates were, that was top tier premium stuff. But it's funny because there was a big critique about like message board debates, and I don't know how common this was because I was a huge internet poster for some people, but one of the memes that would happen was you get argument. Here's a post, okay? Point 1, point 2. And then you get counter argument. He's responding to point 1 here, and then he's got kind of 2 points to this, and then he's got like his response to point 2. And then you have the counter argument.
He's very egotistical. I mean,
things. He's seen 4 million posts on social media every single day talking about the success of Shirley and how California and Minnesota were all exposed to all the time. So he knows it's true. Remember, when he's referring to these like simulacrums, basically, his audience knows it's true. He doesn't have to present because they're all in the same social media feeds, right?
Listen, yeah, we're making the reactionaries woke. One by one, every single day. We're making these unbelievably reactionary, racist, awful people with repugnant politics woke. We're talking about this.
Well, like, they just have, this is just so wild, you know? Like, they both have the ultimate fucking viewpoint of each other. I'm gonna draw the most complex drawing I've ever drawn in my entire life, okay? Okay. What are you doing? Hello? Why are you laughing? What's the fucking fight? I'm not giving up. I'm drawing. I'm a master artist. Hold on. The AI is not taking my job, okay?
Oh, trust me, they don't want it.
Oh no. They're not taking my job, okay?
Oh. Motherfucker, I'm dead.
Because you guys never have to actually change their fucking perspective or argue with each other about anything or actually have any kind of conversation. This the entire political landscape right now, okay? Is this guy saying that the shape is a rectangle, and then this guy saying that the shape is a square, and because neither of these people ever have to step outside their world, these guys are like, oh yeah, fucking true, dude, that is all, yeah, and yeah, fucking true. And then it's just this thing repeated like every single fucking day for all, and then this guy talking about how retarded this dude is, and this dude talking about how retarded this dude is, and since neither of them have any pressure whatsoever to change, like to move, you know, to go meet somebody somewhere, have to do something else, confront the other person, what they do, it's just like the most retarded fucking shit in the universe. And it's so hard to get people to understand. They're like, oh, people just like change their messages, but you don't have to. You're never going to they're all just communication all day long. That's it. This is our whole fucking media environment. That's it.
Woke is when you support Cuba. It's when you support Cuba that puts people in jail for speaking out against the government. Like, how's that woke? It's not woke at all. That's insane. Like, I would say, so what would I really say is the, you know, if I was going to look at woke in the most beneficial and the most positive way that you can, how would I see woke? I think woke is something where people want to advocate that you can do anything and be anything that you want to the extent that, you know, you're not a huge problem with everybody else. And it's just basically the extreme version of that that is unreasonable, right? Like trans kids, you know, women going in men's bathroom, or men going in women's bathroom usually, right? And so that's really what a lot of these woke people think they're doing. So how can you possibly say that you're making people woke when you're advocating for a government that openly just puts people in jail for disagreeing with them? Like, this is what's crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy? If there was a government that was just trying to put people in jail for disagreeing with them, wouldn't that be fucking insane?
That'd be nuts, man.
The same people that were like talking about the Wuhan flu or whatever are now talking about how I'm like an anti-Asian racist.
Well, yeah, he's about to bring up that, but all the lab stuff and COVID and all that, it was actually correct.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk that, you know, coronavirus came from China. That doesn't mean that China is bad. It just means that maybe China did something wrong. I don't know if they even did. I have no idea. But like, I don't think that's not inherently racist. It's not like every Chinese person made COVID. I mean, what are we doing?
Saying hashtag stop Asian hate. That's the RNC's research department, dude.
Man, I really wish that there were more clips like this that had anything to them. That like had something that's worth talking about.
Like, listen to what he's, it's like unfathomable for him to even go and find it. I really wish there were more clips of this. I really wish that the algorithm would give me more stuff to watch like this. Like, it's like he's asking. Also, there's something I wish that there was a way to find more people who disagree with me. But also, I'm not going to talk to anybody whatsoever. All ever disagree with me. I should have it.
But every single time I see one of these, it's just somebody stupid, they look dumb, they're fat, or something like that. Like, there's never anything to it. Like, it's just stupid.
And it's so funny. Fuck, I should get that right. He's right. He's right. But why is that? Because the other side is looking at their media and it's all stuff that they don't have to make smart arguments. The reality is already been manufactured for them. They consider it as such. Now they just need another part of the machine to reinforce it for them. Right? You're not making arguments against any of this shit. You understand what the fuck AOC is saying. I thought AOC was saying a lot of fucking retarded shit. But I tell you why, I just understand what she's saying. You have no concept of what you're talking about. But like, in another way though, he's doing the thing he's supposed to do. Hassan's doing the thing he's supposed to do. And Asmongold, they both call each other stupid shit and neither of them respond substantively to each other's arguments because it's all part of like the machine that they're in. It's not just a bit more self-aware of it than Asmongold is. I don't even know what to say. And yeah, it's improvement of the dead. I mean, I don't know if it did. This is like some Synecdoche New York shit. Like, oh my god, I get fucking trouble talking to movie about this. Like, it feels like I'm some fucking talking about some crazy shit. Like, this is another first one. Oh, there we go. Like, I can't stop telling you guys. But like, this scene is I think it's a funeral for somebody, and they're all different actors, and they're playing a play, another play that's also a play of a funeral that happened. And then, I think that this is the first one. The directors here are, I don't think that's not the maker's actual wife. It's an actor for his wife. And I think that the lady sitting next to him is an actor for him. And he's reviewing her performance right now to make sure that she's doing a good job, emulating the things that he would do. And he's coaching her to make sure that like that's. I think he's oh, so she's going now to give direction to the actors, and the same way ideally he would give direction to the other. This is like it's a right? Like this is like politics today. Like it's crazy. This is like what I'm watching right now. It's just like it's as people watching a clip on a tailored social media algorithm of Hassan watching a clip that was probably part of his social media algorithm, and then both of them are pretending not to understand the other person's point, but both of them will actually make the effort to talk to each other, to actually reconcile differences, or figure out what this is like. I don't know, bro. It's so crazy. I'm sorry, this is what I'm trying to say. This is worse. That's it. There's never anything to it. Like it's just stupid. I don't even know what to say. And yeah, it's improvement of the dead. I mean, I don't know if it is. I don't know, and I don't care. Like obviously, I think that other countries. It seems to me, like as somebody who doesn't know anything about this, and I just looked at this from a cursory glance, that China should probably do more. You know what? Ironically true. They should be public actually. We'll never see them. I hate this so much actually. I thought for credit. To give a credit. I thought a lot more about the funding of people and everything. I think there needs to be some publicity about people's lives. If for no other reason, selfishly, because I can fully dedicate. I don't fucking pay anybody literally right now. It's okay. I would hate these motherfuckers because what if it was the case? Okay. At least in every agency, I don't know. Basically, almost every agency has there's almost always non-disparagement clauses and morality clauses. But you can't do some shit that bring a company into reputational repair. You can't do something to reflect poorly on company or yourself in such a way that you can't blah 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 blah. What if it was the case that both these guys are part of the same talent agency and they had clauses like that actually restricted them from communicating with each other? You want to know that? That's important, right? You want to know that. What do we know this contract like? Terms of safety, like I mean, for construction it seems, for keeping buildings up to code, for potentially medical stuff also. Yeah, I think it's definitely possible, but I don't know. Like I'm not sure about this. What the fuck do I know? And so I'm not even there. So anyway, that's what I would say. And you see, what's your title of the Aaron Tucker? I only saw one clip of it. I didn't see everything. Stop Asian name was a psyop by Democrats to reboot the control of launch over American Nation, by the way. Yeah, it worked that way until they found out he was doing all these things. Then things changed a lot. And what is this here? FBI in New York announced the arrest of Malik Bromfield, Fazan Ali, and Tanal Salman, who are all charged with attempting to smuggle nearly 90 firearms from the United States to Canada. These three defendants, including 2 foreign nationals, allegedly endangered. The American Revolution was. Wait, she fucking post not saying, bro, how much content can he do? Against the billionaires of their time. This bitch is so retarded. I hope she never stops talking. This is infinite content.
The American Revolution was against the billionaires of their time. And you're declaring independence. From such an extreme marriage of wealth and power and estate.
This is Robert Morris, the richest
Oh
man in
my God,
1776
dude.
America. He literally bankrupted himself using his vast personal fortune to pay for the American Revolution. AOC is stupid. George Washington was worth $500 million. Is this true? $525 million today.
United States, including landed labor and enslaved people. How much?
Hey, George Washington was a fucking pimp. Peak estimates for Jefferson range between $200 and $285 million today. So these guys were absolute ballers. This entire war is based off of bullshit.
American Revolution.
It's also, I hate communism, socialism, also, like billionaires and these super wealthy guys back then, like, it meant different things, okay? I don't give a fuck how wealthy you were back in fucking 1770, who the fuck cares? I can travel around the world. Anybody, like, working class person can travel around the world faster than you can your entire life. Or they go on the, here, Nancy Boone from so many different, never asked how fucking rich you were, right? There are so many different things, like, they stub their toe on, like, the one planet or whatever, rather than die from some stupid fuck fungal disease, or medication that you find, right? Not to say that there was anything, it's hard to wonder when compare those things. AOC rhetoric and lately. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe a little, but I know she was probably about going to back and watch or attacking her or whatever shit. Actually, a lot of pressure from that. She privately actually even complained about, because she didn't want to endorse, she didn't want to endorse Old Country Manager, and she privately complained about these people credit everything. You know, one day, how holding it again. She was like, that's it. And, I don't know, probably a lot of stuff from that, so I don't know.
Was against the billionaires of her time. It was the organizing of black Americans that turned America into a full democracy. Her time. It was the organizing of black Americans that turned America into a full democracy.
These guys literally risked their entire fortunes, and they went up against the strongest empire in the world, and they won. Just so 250 years later, this stupid girl can go around and talk about how, no, actually, they were on her side. I mean, like, regardless of your opinion of anything else, it's kind of funny that, like, actually, yeah, that is what they did. So that anybody directly, not even at the time, like, have a voice in politics that wasn't restricted to your last name, or the amount of money you had. It was not like, was it like, I remember full name ownership, Wonder what George Washington and Thomas Jefferson would have thought about her.
And so it's
like, I bet George Washington and Thomas Jefferson would have a lot of bad things to say about the stuff that AOC is saying right now. What do you think George Washington or Thomas Jefferson would have to say about Donald fucking Trump?
actually,
We don't have to guess. We already know. Because what? Did AI you?
not all Republicans.
George, we have programmed a lot of information, given you a lot of information on what's going on in today's America. Based on your writings, the writings of the rest of the founders, what is it that you feel is the biggest problem, or where we should start to fix things?
If I may speak plainly, my country in the danger, the greatest danger to our republic, lies not in foreign arms or political faction, but in the
Can you just dumb it down a bit?
Okay, I do have 29 points, and they're all referenced to exactly what we said in the past.
Just speak in today's language.
Okay, I get it. Let me speak to Americans. If I'm honest, America's biggest problem isn't political or economic. It's all moral. You drifted from the virtues that make liberty possible in the first place. Freedom. To be free, you have to have discipline, you have to have faith, you have to have character. And if you don't have any of those things, laws can't stop anything. They mean little. Government turns either weak or oppressive.
America
It's fat jokes. Why's your name that color? You did not?
thing in the world for us to be fighting for the working class.
Nothing helps the working class more than importing in millions of illegal aliens that are going to take their low-skill jobs.
In the United States, the most American thing in the world for us to be fighting for the working class.
Nothing helps the working class more than importing in millions of illegal aliens that are going to take their low-skill jobs.
The United States outperformed the rest of the developed world in terms of how we weathered the COVID pandemic. And more fully was because of immigrants.
What the fuck are they going to have to do with COVID? Why is this a random? It doesn't make sense.
Our healthcare system stands to collapse without immigrants. Our food system stands to collapse. Our housing system stands to collapse.
We need this massive deluge of unvetted random people from all over the world, because if we don't have that, the country's going to fall apart. Isn't it crazy how much this has changed? This was like 10 years ago. Abolishing police in prisons. Wait, what?
I mean, so often people try to fast forward and they're like, but what do you do if there are no jails in the United States? What do you do without abolition of destination? I mean, destination is how society doesn't need prisons. It doesn't need.
It's crazy. Don't need prisons. Exactly.
And how Black America really created democracy, how they really made something from nothing, is just beyond.
Like old here? There is a plan to remove Donald Trump. They have a plan to remove Trump. Okay, I'm sorry. The only thing I never controversial in my okay? I never, because I want to. I really don't. Okay? Like, please God. What was the other? You can tell all the Senate electors. The only thing they agree on is we're going to use the most fucking crazy titles for every single goddamn fucking video ever. They plan. What the fuck? Donald Trump collapses as he goes to hospital. They plan remove Trump now. Do they really though? What's the new plan? The 25th Amendment? Was that implemented yesterday? Christy, wake up. I'll tell you later. I can talk about these.
So, Margaret Taylor Greene is nuts. Yeah. This is not somebody she likes. There is a post from subreddit of Destiny, also known as Stephen, Kenneth, Destiny, Fidel, Borelli, Borelli, II, or the Destiny Hero, which said mainstream libs need to start attacking slot wars. And this individual on the Destiny subreddit mentioned and said this recent Margaret Taylor Greene is ridiculous, and the fact that sitting congresspeople like Ro Khanna and Ilhan Omar are attacking her, despite attacking Harris for working with Cheney, is ridiculous. One of the reasons slopulism is winning in the Democratic Party is that Democrats and liberals have been fighting back.
Oh, very sad dogs. Thank you.
Like, imagine listening to a 3-year-old say something, and then you as a parent think to yourself, make you right. Think about it.
Like, surely.
Just like 3 seconds. Think about the fact that you listen to a 3-year-old, and oh, you know, I never thought about it like that. Really? I mean, you gotta be fucking smart. You gotta be an idiot to do that. Oh my god. You don't think? Yeah, really don't. And so I, oh, you are Stegosaurus. Yeah, you are Triceratops. No, it's so ridiculous. And would you like to start voting? I don't see why not. Yeah, sure. So anyway, there's been, you all started it, and we're fucking finished it. There's another one. Oh boy. And oh wait, wait a minute. Fleet, and we, this is the same. Wait, isn't that bitch that got, the thing arrested now? This is the same bitch that got arrested yesterday, right? Yeah. So wait a minute. So this is how it started. And like, you're doing this week, you started, and we fucking finished it. And now, you know, like, now you're making statements about why you got raided by the federal agents. And also the entire strategy you had got deleted. That's funny. That's really funny. You have time to go back to the nursing home. I'm retired. You're done. Alex, sorry, Alex, going? Talent Hayes playing lots of people regarded past. I think that, I mean, I have the same viewpoint, right? I do. Like, I will probably watch the movie anyway, but I do think that any sort of, you know, identity decisions around something like, for example, Achilles is a, you know, pinnacle masculine character, right? I mean, like, this is like, you know, Kiara, Brad Pitt, you know, guys working as huge fucking muscles, etc. Like, how can you possibly have a, you know, like, a female male trans person playing that role? Like, they're simply not able to embody that same level of masculinity. It's not, Ellie Page is not going to embody this masculinity that is necessary for Achilles, chosen of the gods, right? And like, it's retarded. It's retarded. It's the same as Alan Troy being black. Like, regardless of how you feel about, you know, being attracted to race people, it's irrelevant. At the end of the day, nobody in the world thinks Alan Troy is black. So why would you do this? It's stupid. And it seems to me like you're very obviously trying to make a forward-thinking social message of this, right? Or like you're trying to say that, well, you know, black men are beautiful. This is what the goal is. The goal is not to tell the story in the way that's most accurate. The goal is to create a narrative that's
Just again, this is not a real story, okay? And also, like, I don't give a fuck. I hate all these. I hate the Odyssey. I hate the Iliad. I hate every single one of these motherfucking things. They're boring and it's old. And I'd rather play video games, okay? But nothing that this guy's talking about has literally any fucking thing to do about Achilles. Like, chosen by the gods. It was the gods that chose to kill him. I don't remember which loser it was, but I'm pretty sure that fucking arrow that shot and killed him literally was guided by fucking whoever was guided by God right into his fucking ankles. Like, I'm pretty sure the gods didn't he hate Achilles because he was so fucking arrogant. And he was, I don't know why, I don't know if every vulnerable. His mom dipped him in, that's why his ankles are vulnerable. His mother fucking dipped him in, that's why he was vulnerable. But like, this ultra masculine, like, I don't even know if you're. I'm trying to think if there's any part of the Achilles' story, part of the Iliad, right? In the battle for all that. I don't know if he was ever supposed to be a person you look up to. He was lazy. He was. There was a fucking movie on it, but I haven't seen it with Brad Pitt, who's supposed to be on it. I don't know how much I have a movie or whatever. But they have the thing in. So I think at some point the troops are fighting and they're like losing morale and everybody's like, oh god, like, we have to like, you know, what's going on? Like, where's Achilles? He's supposed to go out and fucking wreck shit. And the guys they go back and I don't know if it's fucking bitches or he's like sleeping all day. And he's just like, I don't know fuck shit, like hot shit or whatever. I don't know. I mean, hot shit. And then I think his best friend, who was supposed to be there with him, okay, his best friend is like, I'm gonna inspire our army by stealing Achilles' armor, and he dresses up and goes on the energy and more like fucking immediately. And I think that's the reason why like, Achilles finally comes out to fight and kill or the soldiers or whatever. Like, he's not a good person ever. I don't know if there's any part, but I don't know. Like, this is like 12 million pages of fucking porn shit on, okay? I don't know if there's any part of the Iliad where he's canonically gay. Oh, maybe he might even been gay actually. Was that name of his friend when he died? Is there any point where you're supposed to look up to him as a good person? I don't know. So it's just funny, like his summary of like. People at the end of the day, nobody in the world thinks talent's always black. So why would you do this? It's stupid. And it seems to me like you're obviously trying to make a forward-thinking social message out of this, right? Like you're trying to say that, well, black is the goal. The goal is not to tell a story in the way that's most accurate. The goal is to create a narrative of a secondary narrative, right? Exactly. I think that's ridiculous. I think why people will be turned off. Also, I don't know why they. I feel like Hector was like a nice dude, wasn't he? And he obviously loses the battle from Achilles because Achilles gets fucking back jumped by fucking Monologon. And